in Parliament. Let's talk now to Sylvie Berman, the former French ambassador to the UK. She's in Paris. Hello to you. Sylvie, do you agree with what the French Interior Minister has said in the British press this morning? Do you think the British government has been treating France like a punch bag and a vassal?
Well, I think France is, in particular since Brexit, very often the scapegoat for what is going wrong in the UK. I think, and that's what Gérald Darmanin said, our Interior Minister. He has good relations with Priti Patel, and they are talking every week, and maybe more than that, and they are discussing, well, concrete solutions. But after that, well, there are other statements in public, but it's also the problem of the letter sent to Twitter by the Prime Minister, and that's the reason why she was disinvited. Of course, it's unfortunate, and we need to cooperate more with the UK, but most of the time, probably it's for domestic reasons.
Right, but isn't it the case that French politicians do exactly the same, Sylvie? The foreign minister tore into Boris Johnson on live television as he accused him of being a populist and not taking responsibility for his actions. So isn't it fault on both sides?
Well, I think it's clear that there is a blame game, but I think when we discuss serious matters, we don't say the contrary the day after, because you know what the president said is he had, after this tragedy, because it's a human tragedy, they had a good discussions, and then the day after or 2 days after, there was this letter in his Twitter.
So people maybe. Yeah, but what's wrong with the letter? What's in the letter that is offensive in any way?
Well, first, you don't send a letter by tweets, because the president, he said so, I don't know, hasn't read it before. So, and the content is problematic also, because it has been said in the past and proposed in the past and already refused by France. And in particular, and based on our sovereignty, which is something which could be understood in the UK, but also the proposal to send back refugees to France, obviously unacceptable, because, well, it's you know perfectly in the UK what is the Dublin rules, and so we are not a country of origin, we are a country of transit.
Okay.
And so that's totally impossible.
All right, Sylvie, stay with us, because I need to bring the other guests in. Just listening to that, Jake.
And adults dying in the Channel. That is appalling.
Wouldn't that be a good agreement to make, Sylvie, between France and the UK, based on, yes, what was tweeted out by Boris Johnson in the letter between him and Emmanuel Macron, this agreement to take back people who cross the Channel to the UK, or even better still, stopping them even making that crossing? Hang on. Sorry, I missed you at the beginning, but try again.
Yes. First, I agree, we have to fight together against those gangs, but also with some European countries who were invited in Calais, because smugglers are also in these countries. This is the first point, and we should share more intelligence with the UK and cooperate with the UK. That is obvious. To take them back is not possible for many reasons, apart from Dublin rules. We accept more asylum seekers than the UK. I think it's 100,000 and it's 30,000 for the UK. And but the problem is those who are going to Calais are going to Calais because they desperately want to go to the UK. And why so? Because they speak English, because they have relatives or families there, and as we saw, because unfortunately we've known of the identity of one of the woman who died, who had a fiancé there. There's no legal route. They used to be in the past, even when we had the jungle, when I was in the ambassador to the UK, there were agreements about that. And also they think it's easier to find a job in the UK.
All right,
so
let me
take them all.
Okay, Jake, do you want to respond? I mean, on the asylum seekers, it's true, but anyway, go on.
Well,
Anyway, go on.
Well, I understand the pull factors of coming to the UK. We all have to accept that English is the lingua franca almost of the world now, and people do want to come to England. But unless we close down this route, this is going to remain a huge problem for France, and I have real sympathy for the challenges they face. Unless we close down this route across the channel, these pull factors are going to keep emboldening and enriching these vile gangs who are making a living from human misery. And I think both the British government and the French government needs to recognise that. And one way of breaking that chain is to return people to France. Now, it may be that